about that contest in 2010.
Wait, which was Matt?
Matt Wilhelm.
Okay.
The contest in 2010 that I went to, which is first contest in like almost 20 years. Oh no, wait a second. It was in 2011 at Battle at the Bricks.
Is being recorded. It's okay if you make a mistake. It's not being recorded. So, you know, if you get the date wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I can't fix it in post. In 2011 at Battle at the Bricks, which was on the inside of the Indy 500, the night before there was a Red Bull event, like at this warehouse, like a pre-jam. And Todd Carter and I are walking down the area, and Matt Wilhelm is coming this way, and he goes, "There's the funniest guy on Twitter." And I was like, wow. That's when I was like using Twitter. Now
I was gonna say I never even followed you on Twitter because I don't.
It was sublime while it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that was great. The other thing I want to talk about just quickly is that we need to. So I looked at the date, and the reason I asked if we released them all in orders because I can't remember. Pete was the first show that we actually recorded, right? And the first one we released. Is that right?
Yes. Now we did some prototyping ahead of time. So like we talked to Andy Johnson. I want to say that we talked to Todd Carter to like work out the kinks and figure out like what is this show about.
Right, but Pete was the first guest. Okay, so with that, then September 9th.
Right now.
What's that?
Should we upload this right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're ready to. I mean, I don't want you to screw anything up. I think you got to be in your zone. That's an important step.
Well, we should, so hold on. I upload it and then we can give it to Joe for his.
Oh yes, so keep it private until he signs off on it. Because you've been so good about that. Okay. I don't want to distract you because this is kind of the key.
Because yes.
So what I was thinking about Pete, so I looked at the date and it's September 19th. So that's our anniversary date. So the Yogi Go Round, I know that makes you nervous when I say that, is coming around pretty quickly, Joe. Because you know how the summer goes, you were busy, and then here we are in September. I do. September 19th, 2021. You need to at least give it a valid attempt by then. So I have some names of some yoga instructors in the area that maybe I can send you so you can, if you want to use yoga as a support. Oh, I have an idea. So I've been working with this guy in Portland, Scott Hagnes. Oh, you are too, aren't you? We should get him. We should get Scott to help you with this project. I will message him today and I'll get him to offer you. Do these tags work? What's that?
Do these tags work?
Which ones? I don't see. What are you talking about?
Oh, you can't see them. That's right, because I'm not sharing my Chrome. Good. Okay, sorry. Continue. Yes. So Scott Hagnes.
I'm just trying to support you, because again, this is a very, very, we've been talking about it in the show. People know about it. I've got some response from people saying how they can't wait to see. No one else has done this trick that they know of. And it would be awesome to see Joe.
Joe who? Try it.
Stickman. And then they're going to call it Joe Yogi Stickman. And so
wait a second.
More pressure on you.
Wait a second. What if I do the trick and it has to be called something? What if it's called the Sick Man?
And then you change the name.
And then I make a big.
I mean, we already changed the Nourie stand to Palacio stand. And
that should be my prize for learning that.
Fair enough. That's fine. I have no attention. I actually, when I came up with a name, I put it out on Facebook. I was, hey, I was just trying to think, and I got a few some feedbacks and something like merry-go-round. Some people were calling it something like that. But then I brought in the yoga because of, because I was working with yoga to do it. So fair enough.
Okay.
But you have a date though, and it's September 19th. So mark that on your calendar. That you have to have that, and you have to pull it. You have to get into it, spin into it. It's hard to spin around in the handstand. So you don't have to, like, all you have to do is like what I've done, where you spin up into it and then you just come down. I don't need you to do a 360 handstand. That's another trick altogether. That's Sigmund.
No, I will study it. I will study it.
Okay. And then we'd like to maybe get some updates along the way, because I can't just like,
we have to do like a progress report.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I think it should be public though. I think people will want to see it. Like, okay, Joe, we've been talking about this. Is this really going to happen? Or do you just want to make a big splash and September? So we're going to have to record it before if we're going to actually release it. Oh, do you have the release date of when we release Pete's first episode? It's probably, I have to go in about 10 minutes, in about 5 minutes, actually.
I have to go too. So I just Facebooked you and Joe Johnson for the,
Okay.
for the approval.
Make sure he gives his approval and then post it. And then what I was looking for is the date of
date of Pete, right?
Not the record date. I know the record
Publication date that we published it January 24th.
Wow, it took us that long?
Yeah, and we published Brian Blyther January 24th. So the reason I could do all of those was I could not ride in December because
I
lost the pterodome. So
I'm surprised that it took us from end of September to January.
It was very intimidating for me to edit this because I had no idea how I would take all that content down. And eventually I did. And that's, along the way, I figured out, oh my gosh, but wait a second. No, in December, I had edited up how many? I had edited up through episode.
Yeah, I remember you had a lot.
It was crazy. Yeah.
But here's my point. We have to come up with an agreement that we can then share on the show, because I'm going to bring it up again, Sickman. You're not going to get out. You're not going to get out. This is not going to be the ones that just like slip through the cracks, like different things that come up in the show we forget about. Right. This went on record. It's already on the show. And so what we have to decide for the next time I bring it up is, what's the date that I'm going to hold you to? Is it the release date of the first episode, which gives you until January, which I don't feel so comfortable about. But
I don't feel so comfortable about it either.
So September, when we recorded it.
Should be September. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So September 19th, game's on. Some progress report, if you want to do that, would be great. And what else? And if you pull it by that date, you can call it the Sick Man with my blessing.
Do we know anyone who publishes a magazine? Wait a second. Do you think Dom would be willing to put a picture of me doing the Sick Man into the next edition of the Birth of Freestyle book?
It doesn't really fall into play though. I mean, I don't know.
But who makes magazines?
Oh, because you
hold on.
Wait, are you saying because you have to get the credit? Because if you get in the magazine.
Once I do it, then it's a race to see who can get it published in a magazine first, not a newspaper, because that's different. An actual magazine.
Okay, and that could take years.
Well,
I don't know. Who would you go? I mean, I would go to.
Yeah, let me tell you my plan for who I would call. Zines would be on the who
No,
knows
zines
what.
don't. I don't know.
No
Zines.
zines?
I don't know. Well, I guess we can put that out to our audience. We can just talk about this on the show. We can say, okay, so here's
Yeah.
our dilemma.
Yeah.
We need to know, like, okay, so Joe's going to rename it, but in order to rename it, he has to pull it and he has to get it in a magazine. Or is it a magazine and or zine? Okay, so I just had another thought.
Zine would be hard, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I think any of that would be hard. But what about Master of Creativity? When you look it up, it's not even on anymore. They like
He
delete.
changed it. He changed it to Ultimate Flatland League.
Oh, so you could find old content on that Ultimate Flatland League,
Yeah.
which is his new format, and he's got all the 3 different formats.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, because I looked for a master. I looked and I couldn't find it the other day. I was like,
Right.
"Wow, where's it gone?"
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
You got to wrap because I got to.
All right, and then post that once you get that. Okay.
Cool. All right. Hey, well, this is fun. We'll publish
glad-
this when we. If you could text Joe as well and just have him get that.
Okay.
Maybe because I think we have to upload something today, and tell him you can blame it on me that I was busy learning right-footed tricks and
we're down to the wire. Yeah.
down to the wire.
I'll text him right now.
Okay. All right. I gotta run.
Okay. See you. Bye.
See you, man. All right. I hope you enjoyed making of the Joe Johnson episode. Now click here and check out the Joe Johnson episode.